Hi there everyone, welcome back to Bevvy Live. I'm Laurie Black, your host. We are at the stunning Bowmore distillery on Islay. It is Wednesday during Fèis 2023. Please join me to see what the guys at Bowmore Distillery have in store for this year's festival. Delighted to be here at Bowmore Distillery on Islay. Delighted as well to be joined by David Turner, Distillery Manager.
Welcome to Bowmore.
The distillery. Thank you so much. It's so lovely to be here. Obviously very excited as well to be trying Bowmore's 2023 Fèis release.
Yeah.
David, I understand you've been at Bowmore
a
little while.
I've been here, come 4th of June, I'll be here 33 years.
33 years.
Started on 4th of June 1990.
Wow, so you are Mr. Bowmore.
No,
You're getting there. How have things changed in your 33 years?
The times have changed a lot. We just see ourselves as caretakers of time, just looking after. We've learnt from the last generation. It's handcrafted since 1779. We're the second oldest distillery in Scotland, the oldest in Islay. So we just see ourselves as caretakers of time. We learnt from the last generation. We're making hopefully good quality whisky that the next generation will be able to sell and appreciate, and hopefully we'll hand our skills over to the next generation and the tradition will carry on like it has done for over 240 years.
Amazing. Yeah, it's I would say the last few years in particular, Bowmore has really, reached new heights in terms of popularity. It's become such a sought after brand, I suppose, but that's, as you say, it's all backed up by the quality of the spirit and the quality of the whiskey that
absolutely.
That
you need good quality new make spirit. You need to put it into good wooden casks to let it mature, and you've got a good final end product.
Absolutely. And for the Islay Festival each year, do Bowmore see that as an opportunity to sort of try something new? Obviously, generally it's a
we do. We always have a limited edition for the festival. Each year it's slightly different, but we always do a limited edition for the people who make the pilgrimage to come to Islay to get something that's exclusive from the distillery shop that you can't buy anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's really, really cool. This year, 2023, obviously we've got the bottle here with us. It's an 18-year-old whiskey.
It's an 18-year-old. It's bottled at 52.8%. This one has got vintages from 2004 and 2005.
Sure.
It's got Oloroso sherry casks from 2004. It's got Oloroso sherry casks from 2005 that have been finished. The 205s were finished in PX casks for a small proportion of the 18 years, and they've been married together to give us the 2023 festival bottle 18-year-old.
Brilliant. That's quite a recipe. So it's sort of layer upon layer.
Yeah, it's got different layers on it. It's getting different the distillery characters and flavours from the different cask types it's been matured in, and hopefully for the visitors who visit us, when they go through the process, all the flavours start out in our malt barns. We're handcrafted. We've got our own malt barns. A percentage goes into our whiskey, and these flavours get carried right through the process and hopefully taste good in the end product.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bowmore for so many years has, Bowmore and sherry is such a great combination, even going all the way back to the legendary 1960s vintages of Black Bowmore and such cult whiskies these days. This one is just going to be in a similar,
hopefully,
similar vein.
We taste it.
Let's be very excited to give this a try.
So we'll taste this first of all straight, and then we'll add a couple of wee drops of water. Once they're a wee bit higher in alcohol, sometimes a wee drop of water just helps to open up the flavours.
So this one, colour straight away, obviously very, very dark. So much
you can see
from
rich mahogany colour coming from the Oloroso and the PX that's married in this one. So this one's a limited edition of 3,500 bottles.
Okay. Yeah.
Costing £200.
It's a beautiful, beautiful colour. Bowmore, in terms of its sort of body, it's generally quite full-bodied, we say?
It's full body, We see ourselves, or call ourselves, a midly peated or a perfectly balanced style of whiskey. We coincidentally, we sit in the middle of Islay, and our peating levels is in between the lightly peated and the heavily peated. Sure. So we see ourselves or call ourselves a middly peated or a perfectly balanced Islay.
Yeah, lovely.
So you get the sweetness coming through from the sherry casks. You get a slight waxy on the nose, but you get the fruitiness coming through there as well.
Yeah.
Like ripe fruits, raisins, sultanas.
It is, yeah, it's luscious on the
Yeah,
nose. There's so much to it.
Quite fruity.
And I think for such, I mean, for a lot of people watching this, 52.8% is a high volume, but it doesn't. There's no prickle on the nose for me at all.
There's not much on the nose, so it's a lovely colour.
Yep.
Dark, rich looking. We'll have a wee taste.
Very enticing.
This one's high in alcohol, as you say, 52.8. It's quite spicy. It hits the front of your tongue, and then the kind of fruits explode off your tongue.
Yeah.
Gets slight waxy, quite dry, and the fruity flavours come as the taste in your mouth. And then in the background, you get the distinctive Bowmore smokiness just working away in the background. It's not too smoky.
The finish is unbelievable. I can't remember a whiskey where it's had a finish that has so many distinct
There's loads
stages
going on
to
there.
it.
There's loads of characters, loads of flavours going on there.
Yeah, I think particularly with some Islay malts, it's a big hit of you know, that TCP antiseptic thing, and you know, finish might linger a little bit, but it's
this one's got quite a long finish. It's still going on there, and it's changing in the background. But there's loads going on.
Yeah, I think
sometimes it's worth. I always leave it for 5 or 10 minutes, and the flavours open up in the glass as well. Sometimes take a wee while to open up.
Of course. It's a really decadent whiskey. It's very kind of almost
rich,
good as like a
deep,
paired with
lots
a
of
dessert, like a
absolutely
chocolate cake.
Yeah, chocolate cake. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a real statement from Bowmore, kind of showing what you guys are great at and what you're famous for. And yeah, as you say, a real treat for people visiting Islay for the festival.
It's about giving the people who come for the festival something different to buy in the shop, something that's only exclusive from the shop as well. This one probably just a couple of wee splashes of water.
That could be a good one to. Generally, adding water kind of just opens it up.
Just for the higher alcohol whiskies, a wee drop water, just a few wee drops, 3 or 4 drops, just opens it up, just reduces the strength slightly, and just opens up the flavour. Yeah, it's not so. It's a bit lighter on the nose when you add the wee bit of water. It's not quite as sherry intense. You get the fruity flavours coming along, like rich Christmas cake, like raisins, sultanas. Have a wee taste.
Yeah, I think without water, it was a big whiskey, but it didn't. It was still drinkable.
This one, it's quite sweet when you add the water. The fruity flavours are starting to come through there as well. And the peatiness is in the background as well. As Bowmore gets older, when they're kind of maybe 12-year-old, we find that Bowmore, that's the kind of, the peatiness comes through in the 12-year-old, and they're ripe fruits. But when Bowmore gets to like 17, 18-year-old, the peat kind of dies down or camouflages, and the ripe start turning to tropical fruit. So this one's starting to turn from kind of ripe heading towards tropical.
Yeah, no, it's an absolutely stunning dram.
You get the sweetness on the nose, the fruitiness in there as well.
Yeah, there's so
slightly
much
dry finish as well from the sherry.
Yeah, I think because it's so complex, it's the sort of dram that you can revisit again, and depending on what your palate's like at that particular moment, you can maybe pick out the tropical element a bit more, maybe sometimes the smoke a bit more.
Yeah.
So much going on.
Yeah, there's loads of flavour, loads of character in there. Yeah, just every time you go back to it, the smells change as well.
Yeah. No, it's a real triumph. It's a big whiskey, but it still feels very, very balanced.
Still palatable. It's still very fruity. Loads going in there. Loads of character.
It's not a monster. It's not.
No, it's not a sherry monster, but
no,
it's nice. It's getting there.
Yeah. No, it's a lovely drop, and as I say, a real treat for people visiting the island, and obviously a real treat for us to join you at Distillery and taste it. So thanks very much for having us.
And as I say to everybody, keep drinking Bowmore. The best is still to come.
Right. Well, Slange.
Slange.
Okay folks, that wraps up Wednesday for Fèis 2023. Please stay tuned tomorrow. Thursday is Kilchoman Day, We'll look forward to seeing you then to see what they have in store. We'll catch you then.